Hello, I think you all must be doing very nicely and do very hard work. Do a lot of practice as much as you can do. And for those students who demanded notes, I have supplied notes to you people, and I also send the questions framed by me, and that question will definitely going to help you a lot to ignite your mind so that you can think in a very right direction. So also solve these questions which is framed by me, that is very conceptual questions. Today I am taking this silvering of lens. If one surface of lens is silvered, suppose this is a lens, of course it is a thin lens, and one surface of it is silvered. Then if you incident light on this, suppose light is incident on this, so there occurs a refraction here. So one time refraction means this whole behaving like a lens. Then when light falls on second surface, light cannot go out of lens because this surface is silvered, so it is reflected. So here it is behaving like a mirror, and when this reflected ray again pass through this lens, refraction occurs. So finally somewhere image is formed here, so there is another refraction. So here three phenomena is happening: a refraction, reflection, and again refraction. So this system, it is not behaving like a single lens. Now it behaves like two lenses because of two refraction and one mirror because of reflection. So it is behaving like two lenses plus one mirror, and all can be supposed to be in contact. So this system behaves like two lenses, one mirror, and all three are in contact with each other. So as you know, when optical systems they are in contact, how we can find power? Power is sum of power of individual component of optical system. So if I write effective power of the system, then it is power of lens plus power of mirror, again power of lens, because it behaves like lens, mirror, lens. So effective power is equal to 2 times power of lens plus power of mirror. So this formula we are going to use. This is the effective power of the system. Now this whole system behaves like mirror. This whole system behaves like mirror because image is formed on this side, and it is because of reflection. Light is not allowed to go on this side. So this whole system behaves like a mirror. It means if I take this as a mirror, equivalent mirror or effective mirror, then focal length of that effective mirror and effective power is related according to this formula. Effective power is equal to -1 upon effective focal length. Why negative? Because the system behaves like mirror, And you know, formula of power for mirror is P is equal to minus 1 by F. So after getting P, you have to put this power here and then find effective focal length of this mirror. If it comes out to be negative, then this whole system behaves like a concave mirror, and if effective power comes out to be positive, then this whole system behaves like a convex mirror. So that is also important to remember. So these two important expressions you have to remember. First you have to find effective power, and then from effective power we can find effective focal length of this mirror. And silver lens always behaves like a mirror. Silver lens always behaves like a mirror. So finally, effective power and effective focal length will be related according to this relation. Means this negative sign will be there. So remember this thing. Now if I want to find effective focal length of this surface is silvered. So first surface radius R1 is equal to R, second surface radius R2 is equal to infinity because it is plane, and its refractive index, let it be mu, and it is kept in air, so surrounding medium is air. Now if I write power of lens, so it is 1 by F, that is mu minus 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. This is power of lens. So power of lens will be mu minus 1 upon R. It is positive for convex surface, and minus, this is infinity. So if you put here infinity, minus infinity, or simply infinity, it becomes 0. So PL is mu minus 1 upon R. Now if I find power of mirror, then it is minus 1 upon focal length of mirror. This is formula, and you know focal length of mirror is R by 2. Here R should be taken with sign. Take with sign. In this case, R of this mirror surface, silvered surface, is infinity. So focal length will be infinity because infinity divided by 2 is infinity. So Fm is infinity. So if I put here infinity, I get 0. So power of mirror in this case is 0. Now apply formula. Effective power is equal to twice PL plus PM. So 2 times PL is mu minus 1 upon R plus 0. This is effective power. So what is effective focal length? So effective focal length will be minus 1 upon P effective, because the whole system will behave like mirror. So you have to use mirror formula finally to get effective focal length. So it is minus R divided by 2 mu minus 1. So this is effective focal length. Now you know refractive index of any medium, you know, that is more than 1. So this term is positive. R here you have to put only numerical value because sign already considered. So numerical value, it means this whole is positive, so this negative remains there. It means this will behave like a mirror, concave mirror, because its focal length is negative. So plano-convex lens, when plane surface is silvered, behaves like concave mirror whose focal length is this. Now if this is my silver lens, and suppose it is given R is 20 centimeter, mu is 3/2, it is given, and it is also given an object is kept in front of this mirror. Now this behaves like a mirror, you know, at 30 centimeter. Then find position of image. So now we know that this behaves like a concave mirror of focal length this. So focal length, effective focal length will be numerical value R upon 2 mu minus 1. So it is 20 upon 2, 1.5 minus 1. So this is cancelled. 10 and it is 0.5. So it is 100 by 5. So 20 centimeter. So numerical value of focal length is 20 centimeter. So I can replace this by, because focal length will be negative, so it will be like a concave mirror. So I can replace this by a concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. Concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. An object is kept at 30 centimeter from the pole. So you can use mirror formula. 1 upon V plus 1 upon U is 1 upon F. 1 upon V plus 1 upon minus 30. You know how sign is negative for U, is equal to minus 1 upon 20 minus, because it is focal length of concave mirror. So 1 upon V will be equal to, this become minus, so if you move this on this side it become positive. 1 upon 30 minus 1 upon 20, so it is 2 minus 3 upon 60, so it is minus 1 upon 60. So V is minus 60 centimeter. It means image will be formed somewhere here at 60 centimeter. U and V both have same sign. So magnification, if you want to find, it is minus V by U for mirror. So minus 60 divided by minus 30. So it is minus 2. So M is negative, it means image will be inverted. So image will be inverted and it will be twice the size of object. So if object size is O, then image size will be 2 times O. So that is how you are going to solve. So first you have to find equivalent focal length and then replace this lens by a mirror of that equivalent focal length, and then use mirror formula to solve the question. Now another example, if in the previous question I take lens like this is thin lens, this time convex surface is silvered and plane surface is unsilvered. So it is plano-convex lens but convex surface is silvered. Now we have to find radius, suppose R, and refractive index of material is mu. We have to find what is effective focal length of this lens and whether this lens, silver lens, behaves like concave mirror or convex mirror. That we have to find. So let us see. You know, power of lens is 1 by focal length of lens, that is mu minus 1. 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2, mu minus 1 upon infinity minus r, so it is mu minus 1 divided by r. So it is power of lens. Now power of mirror is minus 1 upon f of mirror, and in this case f of mirror is radius by 2 and radius is negative, so it is minus r by 2. So if I put here, it is minus 2 by r, this minus here, and I put it here, so r by 2 goes up, so this minus becomes plus, so it is 2 by r. So power of mirror is this. Now we know effective power is power twice of power of lens plus power of mirror, so 2 times mu minus 1 upon r plus 2 by r, so it is 2 mu upon r minus 2 upon r plus 2 upon r. I open this bracket, so this get cancelled, so it is 2 mu by r. Effective power. Now effective focal length is minus 1 upon effective power, so it is minus r upon 2 mu. So effective focal length is minus r upon 2 mu. So this is answer. Now here r only numerical value you have to put because sign already taken. Mu is positive, so this whole term is positive, it means focal length will be negative. So this will behave like a concave mirror again, because this is mirror. Silver lens always behave like mirror, so it is a mirror and its focal length is negative, hence it is concave mirror. So this behaves like a concave mirror of focal length r by 2 mu. Now third example, suppose it is equiconvex lens and one surface is silvered. Equiconvex lens, it means r1 is equal to r2 is equal to r that is given, and one surface is silvered, and this is mu. Now we have to find effective focal length of this. So you know power of lens 1 upon focal length of lens is equal to mu minus 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So mu minus 1 upon r minus r, so it is mu minus 1 upon r plus 1 upon r, that is 2 upon r. It is power of lens. Now power of mirror. Power of mirror is minus 1 upon fm, and fm is r, that is r2, so minus r by 2. So if you put here, it is minus 2 by r, so it is 2 by r. So this is power of mirror. Now effective power, twice of power of lens plus power of mirror, so twice power of lens is 2 mu minus 1 upon r plus power of mirror 2 by r. So this 2 4, so it is 4 mu by r minus 4 by r plus 2 by r. So it is 4 mu by r minus 2 by R. So this is effective power. You can write it like this also. PE is equal to 1 by R, then 4 mu minus 2. Now you know mu is more than 1. So 4 times mu is always greater than 2. So this will always be positive. And R you have to put only numerical value. So this is positive. It means power is, this whole is coming positive. Now if you write effective focal length, then you have to write minus 1 upon PE. So it is minus R upon 4 mu minus 2. And you know this whole is positive. This whole is positive, so focal length will be negative. It means this behaves like a concave mirror of focal length R upon 4 mu minus 2. Now if lens is like this, a plano-convex lens where plane surface is silvered, what is effective focal length of this lens? Refractive index of medium is mu and radius of the surface is R. So again PL will be equal to 1 by FL, that is mu minus 1 upon R minus, and this R is negative, so here put negative, infinity. Anything divided by infinity, that is 0, so this whole term becomes 0. It means PL is minus mu minus 1 upon R. This is PL. Now focal power of mirror minus 1 upon focal length of mirror, and in this case focal length of mirror will be this, and R in this case is infinite, so infinite divided by 2 is again infinite, so focal length is infinite. If I put here infinite, it becomes 0, so power of mirror will be 0. So what is effective power of the system? It is 2 times PL plus plus PM. So 2 times PL is minus mu minus 1 upon R plus 0, because PM is 0. So it is minus 2 mu minus 1 upon R. This is effective power. Now effective focal length is minus 1 upon effective power. So minus this divided by this means 1 upon minus 2 mu minus 1 divided by R, so R will go up. Now this minus become positive, so Fe is R upon 2 mu minus 1, and mu is more than 1, so this term will always be positive, and R here you have to put only numerical value because sign already considered. So this F is positive. It means this silver lens behaves like a convex mirror. So this silver lens behaves like a convex mirror whose focal length is this, because its effective focal length is positive. So this silver lens behaves like a convex mirror. Now you may take this lens, plano concave lens where concave surface is silvered, refractive index is mu, radius is R. Again PL will be equal to 1 by FL, and that is mu minus 1. 1 upon R1 is infinity minus 1 upon R2, and R2 in this case will be positive. So this is 0 minus 1 upon R. So this becomes 0. What is remains here? Minus 1 by R. So PL will be equal to minus mu minus 1 upon R. This is power of lens. Now power of mirror is minus 1 upon Fm, focal length of mirror, and in this case focal length of mirror will be R by 2, and R is positive, so it is R by 2. Now if you put here minus, it is R by 2, so 2 will go up, so power will be this, power of mirror will be this. Now effective power, twice power of lens plus power of mirror, so 2 times power of lens minus mu minus 1 upon R plus power of mirror, so power of mirror is minus 2 by R. Now you can write it like this, minus 2 mu by R plus 2 by R minus 2 by R. See calculation, check calculation. I may do some mistakes, so learn the process and see whether calculation is right. I think it is right, but see. Now effective focal length is minus 1 upon effective power. So minus 1 upon effective power is this, so it is minus R upon 2 mu, minus minus plus, so it is R upon 2 mu, and you know mu is always positive. R here you have to put only numerical value because sign already considered. So effective focal length of this lens is found to be positive. It means this silver lens also behaves like convex mirror of focal length R by 2 mu. So this is your answer. Now let us see one more example so that things be very clear to you. Suppose it is equiconcave lens and one surface is silver as shown. We have to find equivalent focal length. Suppose it is refractive index of lens is mu. So you know P lens is 1 by FL is equal to mu minus 1. Here R1 is negative, so minus R, R2 is positive, so R, so minus 1 by R, minus 1 by R, minus 2 by R, so it is minus 2 mu minus 1 by R. This is power of lens. Now power of mirror is minus 1 upon Fm, and Fm is R by 2, here R2 by 2, R2 by 2, but R2 is R and positive, so it is this. So P of mirror will be minus 2 by R. Now P effective, it is twice of PL plus PM. So 2 times PL is minus 2 mu minus 1 upon R. Now P mirror is minus 2 upon R. So if I multiply 2 in this bracket, it is minus 4 mu by R plus 4 by R minus 2 by R So minus 4 mu by r plus 2 by r, or it is, if I take 1 by r common, it is 2 minus 4 mu. This is P effective. Now F effective is minus 1 upon P effective. So it is minus R upon 2 minus 4 mu. If I take minus common from here, so I can write it like this also. I can write it like this also. R upon 4 mu minus 2. Now you know 4 mu is greater than 2, so this always be positive, and here R numerical value is to be kept because sign already considered, so this is going to be positive. It means this behaves like a convex mirror. So this silver lens behaves like a convex mirror. Let us see one more example. Suppose it is a thin glass and it is another thin glass. These two thin glasses are joined at apex, and here it is a hollow. It is air filled here, and this surface is silver. What is effective focal length of this silver air lens? Here mu is 1. So again you have to find PL is 1 upon FL, that is mu minus 1 by R minus R. So mu is 1, so 1 minus 1 into 2 by R, 1 minus 1 0 into 2, so it is 0 by R, that is R. So power of lens is 0. What is power of mirror? PM is minus 1 upon FE, and FE in this case is R2, that is negative, so minus R by 2. So PM will be equal to minus 2 by R. So it is plus 2 by R. This is PM. Now apply effective power is 2 times power of lens plus power of mirror. So it is 2 times 0 plus 2 by R. So it is 2 by R. Now effective focal length is minus 1 by PE. So it is minus R by 2. And R you have to take only numerical value, so this whole term is positive. It means focal length is negative, so it will behave like a concave mirror of focal length R by 2. So it will behave like a concave mirror of focal length R by 2. It means now effect of this surface is nothing, 0, because it is a very thin and air is present on both sides, so no bending of light done by this surface. So you can replace this surface. If I replace this surface, it becomes a concave mirror whose focal length is R by 2, and same thing we get it. If I fill here water, you can find focal length of effective lens in the same manner. Till now I use effective power is equal to twice of power of lens plus power of mirror. Whether this is always true, or there can be a modification in this. Let us see. Suppose I take a concavo-convex lens. Suppose this surface has got radius r1, this surface has got radius r2. If I fill water in this part, then it is water lens, you can say, and this is suppose glass, so its refractive index is mu g, its refractive index is mu water. Now if I silver this surface, so it is silvered lens, and here there is two lenses. One lens is of water, other lens is of glass, and these two lenses are kept in contact. So combination of lenses and then a mirror. So how to find effective power of this? Let us see. Effective power is 2 times power of lens plus power of mirror. That formula we know. But here not only a lens is present, there are 2 lenses. So here we have to write 2 times power of glass lens plus power of water lens plus power of mirror. Now I think you understand how to write power of water lens. It is 1 upon focal length of water lens. So it is mu of water minus 1 upon R1. R1 is infinity minus R2. R2 is negative because I think I take incident ray in this direction, and you have to measure R2 in this direction for water lens. So it is minus R1. So this will be power, and this can be, this becomes positive. So it is mu of water minus 1 divided by R1. This is power of water lens. Now what is power of glass lens? Power of glass lens is equal to 1 upon focal length of glass lens, and that is mu glass minus 1. 1 upon R1. R1 is negative, R2 is also negative. So minus 1 upon R1 minus R2 is also negative, so minus R2. So it is power of glass is mu glass minus 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. Now if I write it like this, mu of glass minus 1 R1 minus R2 upon R1 R2, it doesn't make any difference. So this is power of glass lens. Now what is power of mirror? Let us write power of mirror here. Power of mirror is minus 1 upon focal length of mirror, and focal length of mirror is r by 2, and r this, and it is negative, so it is minus r2 by 2. So power of mirror will be minus, then minus 2 by r2. So power of mirror will be 2 by R2. This is power of mirror in this case. Now put all these expression in this formula. Effective power is twice of power of glass lens, that is mu g minus 1 into R1 minus R2 upon R1 plus R2, sorry, upon R1 R2. Now plus power of water lens is this, mu water minus 1 upon R1 bracket close plus 2 upon R2. So if I multiply it, it is 2 mu g minus 1 R1 minus R2 upon R1 R2 plus 2 mu water minus 1 upon R1 plus 2 upon R2. So this is effective power. Now this can be positive, can be negative depending upon R1, R2, and if R1 is lesser than R2 or R1 is more than R2, that will decide whether this will be positive or negative. Mu g is greater than 1, so this always be positive. Mu w is greater than this, so this is always positive. And here R1, R2, only numerical value is to be kept because sign already considered. So it is R1 minus R2. This going to decide whether power of effective lens will be positive or negative. So it is concavo-convex. Now I said concavo-convex while I was telling, I told you how to name the lens. Name of bigger radius surface taken first. So it is concavo-convex. It means concave surface has more radius. It means R1 is greater than R2 in this case. And if it is greater than R2, then this will be positive. If it is positive, then power will be positive. And if power will be positive, then definitely effective focal length will be negative. If power is positive, then effective focal length will be negative. It means lens will behave like concave mirror. If effective focal length is positive, then lens behaves like a convex mirror. So while you can calculate it, let us take one numerical example on this, then you will come to know how to solve, how to decide sign. Here in the naming of lens, in earlier lecture I told how to take write name of lens. It is concavo-convex. So concave surface should have greater radius than convex surface, and concave surface is this, convex surface is this. So R1 is greater than R2. If I take R1 as suppose 60 centimeter and R2 as 30 centimeter, mu glass 3 by 2, mu water 4 by 3. Then what is effective power, effective focal length of this system? Now we can calculate it by putting these values in this expression. So let us see. It is 1.5 minus 1, so 0.5. R1 minus R2, 60 minus 30, so it is 30 divided by 60 into 30, so it is 60 into 30, 1800, plus 2 times this 4 by 3 minus 1 upon 60 plus 2 upon 30. This we have to solve. So you know these two multiply, get 1, so it is 30 upon this, 30 cancel, so what is left? 1 upon 60 plus here it is 1 by 3, so 2 by 3, so 2 by 180, 2 by 180, so 1 by 90, so it is 1 by 90 plus 1 by 50. So if I take LCM 90, no, I can't. 180. So if I take LCM 180, then here you're going to get 3 plus 2 plus 12. So it is 17 divided by 180. This is P effective and it is positive. So what is effective power? Effective focal length, it is minus of 1 by P effective, that is minus of 180 divided by 70. So this is effective focal length of this system, minus 180 by 17. It is slightly more than 10 centimeter. Slightly more than 10 centimeter. So this is your answer. So this is, now look how I solved. I separated each lens and then I calculated power, and then I put power of lens here, and 2 is multiplied with both the lenses, and then take power of mirror here and solve accordingly. So I think now you know how to use or how to solve question related with silver lens. A lot more examples I did in my premium course. So if this is not sufficient for you, then you have to join my premium course to get a lot more example on this. But I think this is sufficient for you to understand and to do question, any type of question that is related with silvering of lens. So that's